welcome back to the APP Vlasic Classic Cincinnati. We have men's semifinals pro doubles action coming your way right now. Taking a live look at DeHeart. He and Rob Nunnery punching their ticket to this round earlier this afternoon. And in case you're wondering, Ryler was pretty pumped about it. As you can see, after the victory, there's Ryler, top of your screen, jazzed, as he should be. Gets the celebration, and then wait, hold on. Thank you to the court that helped me get here. Really appreciate that. Ryler and Rob are back here on championship court. They're taking on Jack Foster and Jason Bock. Winner of this one earns a spot in Championship Sunday for our men's pro doubles gold medal match. Ryler, somebody who is a veteran here on the APP Tour, playing with another veteran, Rob Nunnery, right in front of us, getting warmed up. So Ryler and Rob won their quarterfinals after dropping game one. They won 11-5, then 13-11. They're going up against Jack Foster and Jason Bock. Had a little bit easier time in their quarterfinals matchup. Won at 11-7, 11-4. There's Rob. 9 APP gold medals in 2023, 8 of them in men's doubles. I was talking with him before this match, and he said one of the things that has been a little bit of an adjustment playing with Ryler is which side of the court that he's playing on, but it actually reminds him of playing mixed doubles with Megan. Checks out, given that Ryler and Megan, husband and wife, probably practice quite a bit together. So something to watch out for in this match.
Well, yeah, again, it's Nunnery getting comfortable playing on the left side because, again, he's playing with a lefty, DeHeart, who will automatically play that right side. Does put his forehand in the middle. And so, again, that kind of 1-2 combination of having both forehands in the middle is an advantage for them. But we did see in that first matchup, they did have sometimes some confusion of who was going to take those balls in the middle. So we'll see what happens.
There's Jack Foster, as you can see, our APP U.S. Collegiate Men's Singles Champion, playing in doubles today with Jason Bock right there. He was representing the University of Florida in that championship. The Gators. Men's doubles action now underway here in Cincinnati. Our first semifinal, and Foster, big serve to DeHeart, missing the return.
1-0-2. I'll recall the score. 1-0-2.
Ooh, that ball just deep. Foster trying to go a little inside out there, but he's also hitting with the wind.
0-1-1.
We've been talking about it for much of this day in particular, but with the wind, the side that Foster and Bock are currently on has been a little bit more troublesome, a little bit more impacted by the wind that's gusting through championship court here in Cincinnati. See how that plays out as this next match develops.
Yeah, good spot right there for DeHeart, going and slipping that one down the middle.
2-1-1.
Oh, Ryler taking a little angle on that overhead for the winner.
That was a lot closer than he wanted.
Oh, for sure. But DeHeart coming up being a little bit more aggressive than what we saw in the quarterfinals.
3-1-1.
That ball missing, and Ryler, you can hear him as soon as it comes off his paddle, he says, don't overhit it.
He had it set up perfectly on a beautiful lob up and over the top of Jason Bock, the Ohio State graduate.
I know that pains you to say right there.
It does.
Well, did you hear how he didn't emphasize the the? That was his way of getting away with it.
Absolutely.
4-1-2 the score here in our first men's pro doubles semifinal. Nunnery with the serve.
That's a nice drive from Ryler DeHeart. And again, he's coming out guns blazing right now. He's driving pretty much every third he's getting.
So it's a 5-1 lead here for DeHeart and Nunnery. Jack Foster and Jason Bock calling the timeout. Want to figure out how to find some rhythm here in this first game. It's best 2 out of 3 to 11. You see that wrap on Rob's right knee. He's been pushing through an injury since early January, really.
First tournament of the year.
First tournament of the year. And I asked him before this match just how it was doing, and he said he's just hanging in there. He's working really hard to rehab it, get it as strong as it can be for these tournaments. And we saw in the quarterfinals matchup, Rob still has a lot of that mobility, but his real strength comes in with what you guys call his mixer shot.
Yeah, I mean, we call it the mixer because it literally is in a position of the mixers or the beaters on a mixer where it's straight down, and he can take it in any direction, cross court, down the line, through the middle.
5-1-2 the score for Nunnery serve.
Good defense there from Jack Foster. You see him get nice and low and prepare for the speed up from Nunnery. Resets it beautifully twice.
At time, Foster pushing it wide. Both Nunnery and DeHeart calling it wide.
Foster thought that one was on the line. He's going to challenge it right now. It looked a little wide. Wind is blowing that way.
So we're going to have a challenge here on championship court as Foster and Bock want to get the official video review.
The out call places the score at 1-5-2 with the second server. We will now proceed with video review.
So to review the rules of our challenges here on the 2024 APP Tour, players can challenge a ball when it is a line call, when it ends a rally, and they technically have unlimited challenges, but after 3 failed ones, you get assessed a technical warning. So here's a great job by our cameras capturing this one.
May have just caught the outside part of the line.
I think it did catch.
Looked wide live, but no, it looks like it's on the outside part of the line right there.
So we'll take another look. You guys are getting a chance to see what our video review officials are looking at.
Yeah, that ball's in.
Yep, I'd agree.
So if that ball does get overturned and is called in, how big of a moment is that for Foster and Bock, who out of the timeout then force the side out, potentially get this point?
It just takes a little bit of the frustration out of it.
Yeah, it gives them a little bit of momentum here, and so we'll see.
After video review, the ball is in. The out call is overturned. We will now proceed with a score of 2-5-1 with Jason Bock serving.
So you heard the updated status with the call being overturned and in. 2-5-1. Bock with the serve.
2-5-1.
Oh, nice move there from Bock. Goes at DeHeart and Nunnery, and then steps over, takes that one past DeHeart again. DeHeart had taken a step to the middle after Bock went at Nunnery.
Little flip there from Nunnery, and
We got some barricades going into the court.
chaos.
Jason Bock's asking, can it come in like about 10 seconds sooner? The stop play right there, but wind upends one of our barriers really quick and on it, back in play here, but a nice little flick there from Rob Nunnery right at the forehand right shoulder of Jack Foster. He tries to reset it, but again, just a little short.
So it's a 5-3 lead here early on in game number 1 for DeHeart and Nunnery. Bock and Foster, though, with the ball. Chance to cut that lead. It's going to be Jack Foster with the serve. Oh, that flip from Nunnery not helped with the net. Out of bounds, and Bock and Foster with a chance to tie things up.
4-5-2.
Big serve there from Foster, shorter return. DeHeart's able to get that ball just enough down the line that Foster is extended.
Ooh, DeHeart just got his paddle down in time. I mean, that missed by an inch.
You could tell he took effort to pull that paddle back down. It's a 6-4 lead now, though, for Nunnery and DeHeart. Make it 7.
Well, Bock was going to let that ball go. Last second, he decided to hit it, then it might land in.
Couple blocks coming up short here. 3 in the past, like 5 points for Foster and Bock, and has given DeHeart and Nunnery a 4-point lead. They've doubled up Bock and Foster.
Bock and Foster had it within 1 point earlier on in this game. They were trailing 5-4, and now, like you mentioned, Dom, DeHeart and Nunnery just systematically working away at these points. We know they're quite the veteran duo here on the APP Tour. What were they able to lock into in this little run that helped create it?
Well, they're not letting the wind play havoc on their game. They're literally hitting through it. So they're just hitting with pace, not letting the wind take effect on any one of their shots. So they're just hitting through it and playing with what they can. You have Bock and Foster trying to slow it up, and right now just coming up short on a couple of these resets. Like to see him, instead of trying to reset, counter that. That's better right there.
Little cross-court dinking rally finally goes the way of DeHeart and Nunnery. So patient in that point.
Well, Nunnery and DeHeart also have the advantage of playing a previous match out here on championship court. Even though we're all playing in the same facility, the structures here on championship court are moving the ball around a little differently than outside on the other courts.
On to their second serve. Are DeHeart and Nunnery. Riley DeHeart with the serve.
Nice deep return there from Bock. Heavy topspin. Pushes Nunnery back on his heels.
Second serve.
That drops left short by Foster. So on to their second serve.
Well, right now you just have Bock and Foster just on their heels a little bit. Not on their toes, not on the balls of their feet, kind of attacking anything, just playing defense right now.
DeHeart proving that point right there, just staying solid, steady at the kitchen line, forehand after forehand, relentlessly finding the court and forcing Bock and Foster to get one back. That one from Nunnery, lifted and then not quite making it over the net. So second serve here.
Good defense there from Foster and Bock, but Bock trying to speed up a ball from deep in the transition area.
So it sets up a game point opportunity here for Ryland Hart and Rob Nunnery. Ten 4-2. That time Nunnery getting a paddle on it despite being jammed up, and ball sails out of bounds. So it is game one that goes to Ryland DeHeart and Rob Nunnery here in our men's doubles semifinal at the APP Vlasic Classic Cincinnati. We'll be right back on ESPN Plus with game two.
Years from tonight, Grant Gill will become a legend when he totally kills it at his improv class's graduation performance. Knees will be slapped, suds will be sprayed. People won't know what hurts more, their cheeks or their sides. That's why he's already keeping himself in shape and razor sharp today with health tips and wellness tools from AARP to help make sure his health lives as long as he does. Because the younger you are, the more you need AARP.
No, since I've been using Leo Rubber, I've had way less problem on my AT band and hips. It has been really a game changer for me, so I highly recommend it to everyone.
That's what makes it so different. The whole idea about balanced compression, it improves your blood flow, reduces your fatigue. At the end of the day, you feel so much better.
I feel comfortable, I feel supported, I feel like I can train harder, train longer, recover faster, and feel supported while I'm playing. And that's so crucial for me, especially in singles when I'm trying to play against the youngest. I'm not the youngest out there, but I try and play against the youngest.
Need to sell tickets for an event? From Sports Illustrated's official ticketing platform, introducing Box Office. Managed ticketing for sports, festivals, fundraisers, and more. Paid or free. And we go beyond the barcode. Introducing Super Ticket. Super Tickets are secured by blockchain technology and transform into exclusive digital content, promotions, and rewards between the event and guests. Cheaper, better, simpler, more secure. Sports Illustrated Tickets. Partner with us for your next event.
The APP is sponsored by Fulfill. We swear it's a protein bar. Power Plate, official warm-up and recovery partner of the APP Tour. And pickleballsuperstore.com, official online retailer of the APP Tour. Highlights of game one in our men's doubles semifinals. Ryland DeHeart, Rob Nunnery, get it done.
Well, DeHeart and Nunnery came out guns blazing. I don't think Ryland DeHeart early on hit a third shot drop. Everything was drive, everything was power, everything was pace, and they rolled that to an 11-4 victory in game number one.
Game number two getting underway here on Championship Court in Cincinnati. Fifth stop of the 2024 APP Tour. Happy you guys are with us on ESPN Plus for this event. It's been a fun one all weekend long.
The ball just died as DeHeart got to it. Wind starting to pick up again, and it's changing direction. Going a little more. Bottom screen to the top of the screen now.
DeHeart going with a low, strong angle to get the win there.
Again, just using that wind, throw it up, bounces back, and just bounces low. DeHeart has to drop down to hit this. He made that look easy. That is not a difficult ball. See,
Well, the ball started going back toward the net by the time DeHeart got there.
1-0-2.
So it's Bock and Foster starting off with a early lead here in game 2. Gets a little help off the net, does Jack Foster. Stays in bounds. It's a 3-0 lead.
That's a good start here for Bock and Foster, as they're just playing nice and consistent. They're not trying to do too much. And right there, that ball just sails on DeHeart as wind's behind them now a little bit.
So I was going to say, it's worth noting that this was the side that DeHeart and Nunnery are on, has been the one that is harder to defend with the way the wind is swirling here in championship court so far today. So Bock and Foster out to an early 4-0 lead before giving it back.
And DeHeart frustrated with the wind right now. A couple of missed returns, a couple of missed dinks. That drive into the net. Oh. Bock was going to let that go and then decided to hit it once it was past him.
1-4-2.
1-4-2 for Nunnery's serve. DeHeart trying to push that backhand over the net, just hits the top of the net cord.
4-1-1.
4-1-1.
Good wide dink there from DeHeart. Skips a little bit off the line as well. Kind of eats Bock up.
Just pulls that one through right there. Just got to hit through it right now, and it almost seems like DeHeart's trying to aim this ball. He just got to swing his way out of it. Just hit. Rely on your technique and your form. That's good right there, and again, just nice and easy there, and looked like Foster had an opening down the line, but DeHeart closed that off really quick.
I always say in the NBA playoffs, it's not really a series till somebody wins on the opposing team's court. Feels like here in Cincinnati on this championship court, it's not really a match until someone gets it done, takes a lead on this south side.
Ball knuckleballing a little bit there off of Nunnery's drive. Bock overhitting it.
Second serve here for DeHeart and Nunnery.
2-5-2.
2-5-2. So impressive, and Jason Bock somehow finds a way to drop that ball inside the baseline.
Excellent defense here from Foster. Resets a couple of difficult speed ups from Nunnery, and then Bock able to take that one out of the air. Just a nice floater over the shoulder of DeHeart.
That's great defense from Bock and Foster right there, keeping themselves alive on a couple balls. They're typically putaways, but they fight their way out of it and have 4-point lead here in game 2.
6-2-1.
6-2-1 for Bock serve. DeHeart finding a sweet spot down the middle to push Bock and Foster onto their second serve.
Yeah, just a little bit of a wrong spot there for Foster. It was definitely a ball he could speed up.
Oh, nobody knew who hit it right there in the middle as you had Nunnery and DeHeart going for it.
Take another look here.
That's much better right there. Good first drive there on the third from Ryler DeHeart, and then two good drops. And Jason Bock checking out his paddle.
3-6-1.
3-6-1, the score for DeHeart's serve. Nunnery almost gets that one. Would have liked a little help from the wind, but instead sailing out of bounds. Take another look.
Good speed up and good counter there from Jack Foster to get that to the feet of Nunnery.
Again, Ryler DeHeart kind of dialing himself in right now, and he's fixed everything that was going wrong in the beginning of this second game. And he's got that drive dialed in.
And just like that, DeHeart and Nunnery have worked their way back into this second game. Trailed 5-1 earlier, and now have a chance to tie us up at 6-all.
Just two good hands right there from Nunnery and DeHeart. Is Nunnery a huge sigh and just deep breath as they walk back. But again, living on the edge. They were down by 4, now tied up at 6.
Nunnery and DeHeart proving why they are one of the most veteran duos here on the APP Tour. Each of them very strong individually as a player, partnered a little bit before, but this isn't a partnership that has a ton of experience together. However, you can see, Dom, just how quickly they're learning how to accentuate and complement each other's games.
Well, best part about it was DeHeart was struggling early on in this second game, and what did Nunnery do? Nunnery really came over and started taking most of the balls, and he almost let Ryler DeHeart calm down a little bit. Now, Ryler DeHeart kind of dialed back in. Now we'll get back. So I think it's a nice veteran move also from Rob Nunnery. Understanding his partner was struggling, he picks him up a little bit, and now he's back.
So much of the success for duos like this and the longevity is not just how often you win, but how well you play together. Certainly Nunnery and DeHeart seeming to work together well here in Cincinnati as they take the 7-6 lead here in Game 2.
Well, one thing I'm noticing on the side of Bock and Foster, in the wind, you can't afford to get your feet stuck in one position and trying to be reaching for the balls. Bock has gotten stuck a few times, and he's getting overextended, mis-hitting those balls. Because the ball's being moved around so much, you have to stay up on the toes. You have to be able to change direction, make adjustments quickly.
It's a 7-0 run right now for Nunnery and DeHeart. Another chance to extend it, but instead, Foster. Good job finding an open spot on the court.
So it's the position of the drive from DeHeart. So when they're doing well, he's driving in the middle. When he drives across the face of Nunnery, it leaves him exposed on the backside. So when DeHart's going to drive that, he's got to drive that in the middle or straight on.
Nunnery getting the paddle on that.
Yeah, that's a tough counter there from Nunnery. It was right next to his right ear there, able to get on top of it. Get it back on Bock quickly.
6-9-2 the score for Bock's serve. Ooh, the net helping.
Ooh, missed it. Ooh.
The net helped Bock recover in time.
Looked like he missed it wide there.
DeHeart wanted to call it out, but Nunnery goes, no, it was in.
Couldn't see it on that shot.
See Nunnery, the little head fakes in there, trying to almost bait Bock into going behind him.
9-7-1 for Nunnery's serve.
They almost took each other out in the middle right there, but it works out in their favor.
Ryler DeHeart from the squat, able to get that ball back over the net, down at the feet, set up a match point opportunity.
10-7-1.
Crossed himself up?
Yeah, he got wrong-footed, twisted himself around.
10-7-2.
Rob and Ryler get it done and move on to Championship Sunday in our men's pro doubles bracket here at the APP Vlasic Classic Cincinnati. 11-4, 11-7. Solid chest bump to finish things off. We'll hear from them when we come back.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour.
18 years from tonight, Grant Gill will become a legend when he totally kills it at his improv class's graduation performance. Knees will be slapped. Suds will be sprayed. People won't know what hurts more, their cheeks or their sides. That's why he's already keeping himself in shape and razor sharp today with health tips and wellness tools from AARP to help make sure his health lives as long as he does. Because the younger you are, the more you need AARP.
It's hard to find supplements that work. No, thank you. You need supplements that are backed by science with natural and plant-based ingredients and that are third-party tested. Because cleaner is better. Like Ora Organic. Plant-based supplements made from the Earth's most powerful plants for your immune health, gut health, workouts, and more. Find out more at oraorganic.com.
Take a look at a little highlight package from Ryler DeHeart and Rob Nunnery. Starting to figure out the wind a little bit. Second match here on Championship Court, and they're through to Championship Sunday. The chest bump from DeHeart and Nunnery. We're going to throw it down to Dominic Catalano, who's courtside with our Franklin post-match interview.
All right, Rob, not to beat a dead horse, but the wind out here, it is playing havoc, and it just seems to be getting a little worse and worse. What were you guys doing in game one? You did well. What were you guys thinking of?
Yeah, getting game one on the far side. We're hitting into the wind so we can let it rip a little bit more. Yesterday was a little swirly. This way it's one way or the other. So second game didn't start off so pretty, but this guy held it together.
Well, game two is what I'm going to talk about, Ryler. Game two, at the beginning, you seemed to struggle a little bit. Rob started to take over a little bit. It almost seemed to calm you down, and then you were able to focus back up.
Yeah, this is a great life lesson. When you're struggling, find a really good partner.
And that's it right there. Well, congratulations, boys. Moving on to Championship Sunday. Rob Nunnery, Ryler DeHeart. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, our second men's semifinal here on Championship Court, the APP Vlasic Classic, Cincinnati.